Hi, my name's Jacqueline Nash from the Yoga House. Just a reminder to hit our subscribe button so you get updates when we post yoga tutorials and yoga classes. This class today is a short flow if you only have about 10 minutes to get your body moving today. So we'll start out on our knees, sitting up nice and tall, just about 5 or 8 breaths so we can get into the rhythm of our breath. So sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back. Right away, finding the breath in the upper chest, belly drawing back. Allow the eyes to blink open, and inhale, just sweep the arms up to the sky. Grabbing hold of the right wrist with the left hand, take an inhale and lift up through that right side, leaning gently over to the left. Inhaling, coming back up through to center, lift up through the arms, grabbing hold of the left wrist with the right hand, and inhale, lifting up through the left side, leaning over to the right. Good. Come right back up through to center, lift up through the heart. And we'll find ourselves on hands and knees now. So transition forward with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And now exhale, tuck the toes, walk the hands forward just a bit, and make your way into downward facing dog. As you arrive in downward facing dog, start to pedal out the heels. Moving slowly, letting one knee bend, push the other heel down towards the mat. And staying with that cadence of breath that we established at the start. Good. Settling into downward facing dog, both heels reaching down, sits bones lifting high. And then softening knees, looking forward. Just walk or step to the top of the mat and take the feet about hips distance apart. Moving with breath. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. The first round, the knees can be a little soft. And then again, inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, folding in. Weight shifts towards the balls of the feet. And inhale, lift and lengthen spine. Exhale, fold in. Take around about 3 breaths here as weight shifts towards the balls of the feet. Send the sits bones high. Feel like you're trying to pull your sits bones away from each other. And then bending knees, rooting down into the balls of the feet. Sweep the arms all the way out and up. Lift up. And again, we're going to find that side stretch. So you're going to grab hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Lift up through the right side. Leaning over to the left. Peek up underneath that right arm. Shift the hips over to the right side. And coming back up through to center, reach the hands both up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, switch, grabbing hold of the left wrist, and then lift up through the left side. And exhale, lean over to the right. Shift the hips over to the left side. And then all the way back up through to center, lift up through the heart, lift up through the arms. And exhale, fold all the way into a forward fold. Hands can come down or hands to shins. And then inhale to lift and lengthen spine. You can always soften the knees. Stepping the right foot back, find a runner's lunge. Hug in around the hips. Grounding the hands, you can always use blocks around that left foot. Inhale to straighten the left leg, pull the left hip back. And exhale, bend into the left knee. Let that right hip sink and the heart lifts. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pull the left hip back, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, bend the left knee, let the right hip sink and lift the heart. So we stretch into the front of that right hip. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pull the left hip back. Exhale, bend the left knee, let the right hip sink. Inhale to straighten, pull that left hip back, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bend the left knee, let the right hip sink. Get a little sense of buoyancy to the hips now. Lift the hips up, hugging around the hips, grounding through the right hand. Let's take the left arm up to the sky. Keep the left hip reaching back. Now take left arm over the left ear towards the front edge of the mat. Feel a long line from the left hip to the left fingers. And then left arm goes to sky. Let the left hand touch down. Root down through the feet. Lift up. Find a high lunge. And again, we're finding that side stretch. So grab hold of the right wrist. Lift up through the right side. Lean over to the left. Good. Back up through to center. Reach the arms high. Let's open wide for warrior 2. Open out. Inhale to straighten the left leg. Touch palms. Gaze up to the thumbs. Exhale. Bend into the left knee. Inhale. Straighten the left leg. Touching palms. Exhale. Bend in. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bend in. Settle into warrior 2 for about 2 breaths. Hug the left hip underneath, roll the right shoulder back, take an inhale. Exhale, take both hands down to the mat. Straighten through the left leg, take a little hop in with that back foot, lift and lengthen the spine, look out. Exhale, fold over the left leg, pull the left hip back. Push down firmly through the inside of the left foot, outer edge of the right foot, so we square out the hips. And then inhale to lift and lengthen spine. Exhale, soften that left knee, slide the right foot back. Let's make our way into a three-legged dog. So we sweep the left leg up and back, inhale, and then bend the left knee, stack the hip. Let's let that left shoulder roll back. Keep the left knee lifting high. Push the heart through the chest towards the left side of the mat. Nice, and then square it out. Take the left leg behind you, energize through the leg, look out in between the hands, help that left foot all the way in between the hands, and then the right foot meets it. Lengthen the spine, look out. Exhale, fold in. Root down, come all the way up. Sweep arms high, lift. Stay here for a moment, push down through the feet, send the fingers up. Another breath in. Exhale, folding all the way down, over straight legs. Inhale to lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale again, fold in. This time with feet are together. Inhale, lift and lengthen spine. Exhale to fold in. Weight shifts a little bit towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen spine. Exhale to fold in. This time we'll inhale to lift and lengthen spine. Exhale, softening knees, stepping the left foot back, finding your runner's lunge, again using blocks around that right foot if you need it, and we're moving with breath. On the inhale, we straighten the right leg, pull the hip back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the right knee, let that left hip sink, let the heart lift. Inhale, straighten the right leg, lengthen spine. Exhale, bend the right knee, let the left hip sink, let the heart lift. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Let that left hip sink, let the heart lift. Right? Open the front of that left hip. And then let the hips lift a little bit. Hug in around the hips. We're finding that twist. Left hand down, right arm goes to sky. Lengthen through the spine. Right knee hugs in towards the left shoulder. Take the right arm over the ear so it's a long line from that right finger to the right hip. Roll the right shoulder back. Right arm goes high. Right hand touches down. Skim the ground. Hug in around the hips. Lift up to high lunge. Reach arms high. And grabbing hold of the left wrist with the right hand, lift up and tilt over to the right side. Keep the right hip hugging back. Feel that long line from the left wrist all the way down to that left ankle. Back up through to center. Lift up through the arms. Exhale, open wide, warrior two. Find it. Roll that left shoulder back. And then moving with breath, straighten the right leg. Touch palms, gaze up. Exhale, bend in. Arms are wide. Two more times, just like that. Inhale, straighten. Touch palms. Exhale, bend in. Arms wide. And last time, inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale. And then exhale, hands around and down, framing the right foot. Straighten your right leg. Take a small hop in with the back foot. Back heel is down. Lift and lengthen the spine. Push down through that right foot. And then fold down over right leg. Few rounds of breath here. Keep that spine growing long on the inhale. Exhale. Belly draws back and we settle in and drop into the pose on the breath out. Inhale to lift and lengthen spine. Exhale, bend that right knee. Slide the left foot back. Going into our three-legged dog. Sweep that right leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Stack the hip. Roll the right shoulder back. Peek underneath that right arm. Keep that right knee lifting high. Good. And square it out. Take right leg behind you. Look in between the hands, help that right foot all the way there. This time, left foot comes forward, feet are hips distance apart. Lift and lengthen spine. Exhale, fold in. Root into the balls of the feet, sweep the arms all the way out and up. Exhale, take the hands, interlace them behind the back. Knuckles go down, heart lifts. Stay here for a moment. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As the shoulder blades come together, the heart lifts higher. Take another breath in. And then on the exhale, soften the knees. Let the spine round as you fold over the legs. Knuckles lift up towards the ceiling. And with the knees bent, right, we can safely round the spine. You can even tuck the chin a bit. Let the knuckles come overhead a little bit more. Release the hands down, soften knees, step right into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. We're going to lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift up into cobra pose. Push the heart forward and up, elbows in. Legs are energized. Take one more inhale. Exhale, roll down. Push it all the way back to child's pose. Rounding off the spine, forehead touches down. And then climbing up. Okay, you can come onto the shins. Hands rest down. Eyes can close for a moment. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Be well. Thank you, yogis.